All right, so we're gonna get started. This will be very quick today. We don't have too much to go over. The things we do have to go over are very exciting. Welcome, happy May, guys! I can't believe this year's flying by. If you would have told me it's May like a week ago, I would have been like, no, we're still in like November. It's just really going fast, really, really fast. All right, so a couple things I want to go over with you guys before we hand out the Skater of the Month is the contest, the parkour contest. You guys got some winners. Are you guys excited about having parkours on Midgard? Yep, same. I am very excited about that because we've never had that and it's something that we've been wanting to do. But last thing you guys want is me to make that. Trust me. So we went to the experts, which is you guys, and you guys came up with some really great ones. And we went through them. The Valkyries went through them. And what we decided is we will be bringing over 3 parkours. And the first place, so we'll start with that because I know you guys are very excited to see who won the contest. First place, the overall winner of the parkour contest was, give me some drums, guys, a Moodle. So congratulations to a Moodle. And a Moodle's not here, but you guys can all go ping a Moodle and tell a Moodle. If you haven't seen a Moodles on Valhalla, it's amazing. We will get it brought over pretty quick. And Moodles is ready to go 100%. So we'll get it brought over pretty quick. And we're going to get the lobby made. Hopefully within a week, we'll be able to have the lobby made. The new area, you know where the portals are under the ship? Where we have all the main portals, we'll have a parkour one. So, and a Moodle, for winning that, a Moodle does get to be part of the build of that. So, all right. Second and third place, we actually tied. The next two we could not pick between. Both had amazing aspects. Were really great, and we didn't know which to pick between the two. And so, because of that, we have two winners, and these actually go with. We were trying to have one more hard and more easy, but all three kind of are just kind of in the middle. So because of that, we just went with a tie for second place. And second place goes to another drum roll, guys. It is JW and Schultze. So congratulations to you guys. Yep, your parkours will indeed be on Midgard. Yeah, congratulations, guys. These are hard to make. For me, as you guys know, I'm parkour challenged, so it's hard for me to even go through a parkour, and the idea of making one is very difficult. You have to really know what you're doing. And all three of you guys did a fantastic job, and very excited to be able to bring these over to Midgard. And fingers crossed, we will have them in place this time next week. So I just got to get with a Moodle and see when a Moodle can help us with the room. So congratulations, guys. Really proud of each of those, and I can't wait for you guys to see them. All right, let's move on. Prom. So, guys, prom's coming up. You guys know we've been talking about it. We even had one of our blank of the days about it. Prom, let's see. Look at my calendar here. Prom is the 21st, and so that would be 1 week from today. In fact, at this very moment, this very minute, 1 week from today, we will be dancing, and it might be a fast one. We will be dancing and having fun with our friends. And just to let you guys know, we'll have the official prom teaser picture tomorrow, along with the actual name of it. But the prom theme this year is a candy theme, like a Candyland, Candy Wonderland. I know, right? It's very, very exciting. So think candy when you guys start making your skins. Think of the game Candyland. Think of Wreck-It Ralph, Candy, the candy area.
Sugar
Rush. Thank you. I was trying to remember what was Sugar Rush. Thank you. So think of that, and it'd be really cool to see you guys with lots of candy themed skins to go with our prom. Prom will be, you guys, real quick about prom. Prom is a lot of fun. You don't have to go with a per se date. You don't have to go with just one person. Personally, I think it's really fun to just go with everyone, to go with a group of friends, things like that. If you guys want to go one-on-one, of course, please do. This is a great opportunity for you and someone special to have a great, evening. But at the same time, if you are like, well, I don't really have someone to go with, I don't know if I should go, go. Trust me, the majority of us will be there just as friends with our friends, things like that. It actually makes it a lot more fun. We will have a prom royalty. We don't say king, queen, we just say royalty. And so you can, just know when you go, you don't actually have to be going with someone to be nominated for that. That's something you guys will do during prom. So a lot of fun. I've already seen the ideas. I've seen some of the textures because we're gonna throw out textures, right, in our packs. Pretty. You're going with Miranda Lambert. It's pretty awesome. Oh, that's right. That's the concert you're going to. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited. I always look forward to prom, Minecraft prom. For some of us, prom is just not an option. Our schools don't have it. Maybe we're homeschooled. We don't really have that. I mean, not to say it's not fun to go dancing with your mom and dad and all, but this is an alternative. Some of you have prom at school. You just have severe anxiety and don't want to do that. Some of you don't feel comfortable going in a way that you would have to go, meaning in a dress or in a suit, and maybe that's not what you're comfortable with. So, this is an opportunity that you can hang out with your friends, hear some fun prom music, eat some food, and just relax and dance with your friends. And you get to go in whatever skin you choose, whatever pronouns you choose. This is about you and just having fun. So, all right. So, prom's coming up. We'll be posting little teasers about it, maybe doing some fun interactive type prom questions this week. So just kind of keep your eye on that. Let's see. The following week we'll be doing the Midgard Drive-In, and that is on the 28th. Now, this one is going to be different because we are actually doing Stranger Things release. So some of you love Stranger Things. You're very excited to watch it. Some of you don't want to watch it. It's scary. Maybe it's just a little too much. No problem. No worries. You do not need to have to attend this, but that will be the theme. So we will be doing a drive-in, and it will be very much a Stranger Things theme. As you guys know, Boomy is a big part of the drive-in team, and Boomy is very excited. In case you guys haven't noticed the countdown every day Boomy has been doing. So it's going to be Stranger Things. The time is going to be different because we're going to try to binge. I believe we're going to be binging. And so I'm not exactly sure the time. We will let you guys know. But if you're down to spend quite a few hours with us watching Stranger Things, I believe we're breaking it up into 2 different dates, is my understanding. But if you
Season
want
are
to be
we
part of,
watching?
what's that?
What season will we be watching?
It's the premiere. It's the new season. It's the newest season.
So you need to have seen the first seasons first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if everyone has time to catch up that quick. You're welcome to watch it with us regardless if you haven't seen the other stuff. But if you want, you can start binging now and see if you can't get caught up. It's not very hard to binge Stranger Things. It would, if you could really dedicate some serious hours, you could do it in about a week or so. So, and you have 2 weeks until the drive-in. So, see what you can do. If you want to come and just hang out with us, if the show's a little scary, you choose to not watch it, you can still be in the area, hang out, get the swag bag, come and hang out with your friends. You're welcome to do that without watching the show. This is probably about the highest rated we will ever have here. It is rated TV 14 in the US. So we're good to watch it. It's just we do understand it can be a little on the scarier side for some players. So that's coming up. All right. One other thing I want to really, really quickly go over because it'll be happening before our next Skater of the Month, and that is Pride. Pride is on June 4th, and we're going to kick it off the first weekend of the month. We are going to be celebrating the entire month. We will be doing things all month. As you guys know, we are borderline a Pride server. We're an autism server for sure. We're really close to just being like a dedicated Pride server as well. I think I've done the math on it, and something like 85% of our players are in the LGBTQIA umbrella somewhere. That's high. It might even be a little higher than I last looked, but it's pretty high. I know I'm proud to be one of those. I know most of you guys here are proud to be those as well, and Evan. And yes.
Yay!
So but yes, so anyways, get ready to celebrate. We are going to be celebrating all month long. We're going to be really doing it up well. um I'd love to do a lot of features of you guys on things like the social media, talking about, about how you feel about it and what it means to you to have, to be able to be yourself, your true self. And so just keep your eye out. There'll probably be a channel for that where you guys can put some quotes and stuff. So you feel free. Isn't that a great feeling? I agree. Yes. Media team is going to be very busy. Also, guys, thank you for giving us an incredible April. Oh my, that was a lot. I'm already not going to lie, a little nervous about next April because I did not realize how much that was until we got through it all. But as you guys know, April was very, very busy for us. We had Autism Acceptance Day event. That was huge. We had Skader of the Month. We had our Easter event. That was big. That was a lot of fun, by the way. We also had the Skate anniversary party. So we had a lot going on last month. This month we have a few things that's going to be busy as well, but not too bad. Not quite as busy. So, all right. Let's see. What else did I have to go over real quick? I know BB's going to talk for a few minutes about the packs, the pack team. So BB, get ready. You're up next. And real quickly, mob fights. One thing that we have talked about a little bit in the mob fights, Valkyries have, and I know a few of you have suggested this in the past, but one thing we want to get your feedback on is thoughts about keep inventory on just during the fight. Just during the fights. Your Jakes, I was ready. We're not sure if this would make some of you feel a little bit better about being in the fights, not too worried as much to die in them. The risk is reward. Some people like not having it on because of the fact it's a little bit more risky, things like that. We've talked quite a bit about this, and then I have to see, what is it you guys are comfortable with. We want you to enjoy the mob fights as much as you can. It's why Nen has even proposed doing, some smaller scale ones for some players that have the lovely potatoes as computers, the effects, things like that. We know some of them have a lot of particles, things like that, that can be very, very hard for your systems. We know that. So we're trying to come up with ways to make the mob fights as fun as possible for you guys, ways to get as many heads as you guys want and crave, but also being something that is enjoyable for everyone. So real quickly, feedback. Is this something you guys are thinking we should look more into? Having it so that you guys would have keep inventory on for this. We will have some kind of a poll or something. I'm just trying to get some basic feedback at the moment. A lot of yes pleases. Wow, you guys are using your pleases, huh? Must really want this. Yeah, I know Dusty is one that would prefer risk versus reward. I just know it's a little harder for some of you guys with not with harder computers. You tend to die more due to lag because you can't fight because of the lags. The server itself, as you guys know, we don't have the lag, but I know with the particles and stuff, the FPS lag could be a little harder. So yeah, and ideally it wouldn't be every fight. That's another thing we're looking at, is again making it so we have like different tiers of fights. And then is about to come out with channels. You guys will have that very soon, so that you can actually get pinged for things like fights. We're going to be doing them all times a day, so you guys will have more. UK players will have a time. US players after school could have a time. And then those wonderful, what Nin calls the 3 a.m. fights, which would definitely more cater to the Australians and also some UK players. So yeah, so we're definitely we're trying to listen. We're listening. Those feedback forms, when you guys do those, especially the ones that Nin puts out, really, really are helpful to us. It lets us know what exactly you would like. When you see Nin put one out, yes, you get usually a few diamonds as a thank you, which we're just appreciative of the time that you spend, but they really help us. It really helps us shape the server, and we take what you guys say into heavy consideration. We really do. Every idea. So all right. Let me look really quickly, and then I'm going to give out the Skater of the Month, and then I'll have BB talk to you. Let me just make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Looks like that is it. So, all right. So this month's Skater of the Month, it's a player that has been nominated quite a few times, but has not ever achieved this. So this is very exciting that they're going to get this for the first time. This skater has been with us since day one. They are an OG player of ours. They do a lot of good. They've made a lot of awesome things at Spawn. They made a lot of awesome things that you guys love to look at, of some of you guys daily. They are very caring, compassionate. They love to be active in the Discord. You might see them in various channels posting art sometimes. And this player was not just nominated multiple times this time, but actually won by quite a few votes. So if we could get a drum roll going. Ice, come on up. You won Skater of the Month. Yes.
Congrats.
So congratulations, Ice. Or some of you know them as Aya or Estrella Aura.
My spouse.
Lots of names. Some of you know them as Spouse. Prom dates. Yep, a lot of stuff. So congratulations, Ice. Very, very proud of you. I love seeing you. You've had a lot of, like I said, you've had a lot of nominations over the months, but this time you just broke through. So congratulations.
I'm having like a brain freeze right now.
You're fine. Ice cream brain freezes are great. No, I'm just kidding. So let me put this here. There you go. Look, very, very exciting. I was really tempted just to write ice on it, but you know, I have to remember.
Thank you
that's
very much,
usually just
everyone.
a me thing. Yes, I was very excited. Very excited to see that. So congratulations. We got your. There you go. All there, and I will get a picture of you. Actually, you'll do your picture really quick. Do you want to take your picture? All right. So there we go. There we go. Perfect. Oh, thanks, Chick. I didn't even see you doing some. So, all right. So, thank you, Ice, and I'll get your the other one put up there in just a few minutes, and then also get you updated in the cave under. If you guys don't know, right down that path over there, or is it that path? That path. There is a cave underneath that broken longhouse building, and it has all of our winners from last year, this year, and yeah, it's kind of a cool way to see your stuff. So. All right, that is all I have for you guys. Wow, 18 minutes. What is wrong? I'm like on the ball today. But we do have a few more things to go over before we head to the mob fight. And one of those has to do with the skate pack. We've been talking about a skate pack for a while, having one, pack that kind of has everything in it that you guys can just have access to. And BB1201 over here in his Star Pups uniform is the lead of the pack team and would like to explain a little bit more about the pack. So, BB, you're on.
So this is actually perfect timing because we were having a little bit of a trouble with the pack towards the start of the meeting. So it's good seeing everybody with the ears on here. I have good news for that. The issues that we were having at the start with getting everyone on the same pack, that will not be happening anymore. Because we are going to be making the community pack on the server side. So if anybody here plays on MC Parks, you know how that works. A lot of other Minecraft servers have that too. So basically how it'll work is you'll get, if you have the setting turned on, you'll get prompted every time you log in. It'll download the resource pack and it'll automatically be there. That way everybody sees all the same textures. I do want to touch on real quick. There is not going to be any issues with like block textures getting messed up. Your paintings won't be changed. Nothing like that. We are only going to be using the Optifine and CIT textures for the server side pack, just so you can still have any other textures that you want to use. It's not going to interfere with anything like that. So if you have your own resource packs you'd like to use for blocks, you'll still have the ability to use those. And then also you will not be able to see those custom textures unless you do have Optifine or CIT, so you can be able to see all of those. It's just going to be like the normal event items and everything that we have. This way you can just see them year round without having to go from pack to pack. For the music and paintings and everything, they will not be on the pack all the time. We're still trying to figure out the specifics of the events and everything, whether or not we want them to be changed for like just the day. So for example, we have prom coming up next week. We're trying to decide whether or not we want the server side pack to include the discs and texture changes and everything like that on there, so that you we'll be able to see those without having to install that separate pack. So if you guys have any feedback on that, that would be appreciated. We're just trying to figure out whether or not we would want to change those blocks and everything for the day, or whether you guys would prefer to install a separate prom pack or packs for those events.
And like I
But
think you saw, Gustav had asked. I think it was Gustav. The reason we're not doing the discs and then the paintings is because this pack will just complement whatever else you guys are using. So if you have, like, let's say Lamb and Ham has a Green Day pack on, their birthday Green Day pack they want all the time, you wouldn't want an everyday kind of pack. That this will be like an everyday kind of pack with some of the Skade, like the ears and some of the different textures we use. We're not gonna you don't you're not you're gonna We don't want you to not use that because you'd rather have the Green Day music or certain paintings. Maybe you have some pictures of you and your friends that you want as the paintings, with the exception of, like BB said, on the day of. So like on the prom day, that's what we're trying to get some feedback on is, would you guys want to have it that day? So you log in and the day of the prom pack auto installs for you, and it will have paintings and music just for that day. At the very next restart, it would come off and go just to the usual items, like back to the items. This way you're not having to constantly put it on and off and on and off. The other option is you don't have this turned on. Like for some of you that go to MC Parks, you may have it not turned on, so that way you do have to apply each time yourself. Those will still be here. You will still have, I think Purple had asked, we will still apply that. You will still be able to download the pack all on your own and apply it on your own if you would like. And for
Yeah.
some of the music and stuff, you're going to want to do that anyway. If you really liked, let's say, the Imagine Dragons concert, you might want to keep that pack in your files so that you can listen to that music whenever you want. Put them together. You can just keep the Skade one on and then have the music ones above that, so that way you're able to get in. You're able to listen to your music, but also still have the Easter and the MC Parks ears and all these other cool things that the pack will have.
Yeah,
I
and that
don't
kind of
feel like.
goes with what
Mhm.
Abby said as well. You will still have access to all the event packs. We're going to keep those channels in place. There's going to be still have like the downloads and everything there. And then kind of with what Purple said, you don't have to use the server pack. You can just you can change it on a server by server basis in your settings. So you can just turn it off if you'd like. It would be best if you use it because it does let you see like all the cool ears and all these other textures and everything that we use. And the other part with the server pack is we are going to be opening up to suggestions for things for the pack team to add into it. So any items that we end up developing for you guys based on what you want to see
Mhm.
will also be in this server pack.
Keep in mind too, that's things like Pride stuff, right? So imagine all the things that we have added for Pride, the flags, all the different things. Those would be there every day, not just when you have that pack on. Also, and I see a few people responding to Purple too. Yeah, MC Parks huge. We're
Yes,
talking
it is not going to be
huge.
nearly that
We're
big.
like teeny itty bitty. Yeah, even with like one of my older laptops, it still would only take maybe a few seconds to apply it. It's not going to be that long. No longer
If
than what it would normally take when you apply it a new pack. Anytime it won't be very long at all.
if you
And again,
have
it's up to you.
the
So
Skadeversary pack on right now or the Autism Acceptance one, it's going to be around that size. Like that
actually,
already
probably
has
won't
all of
even.
the textures in there, so it's
Yeah,
going to be that size,
that
and it
has
might go a little
music.
bit faster too.
Yeah,
Because
because
yeah,
that
there's no
has music
music,
and
none of
paintings.
those
Yeah.
textures.
So it's actually however long it takes you to normally put one on, it'll be like half that time, because we're literally just talking about some textures. That's it. We're not talking about the music. Yeah. Do you guys have questions? This is very, very, very exciting for us to do this. There are other servers out there that have this ability. I've been on a few. And it, for me, it's so much easier. I don't have to worry about always making sure I have the most up-to-date pack or, because I really love the Easter eggs, and I've been like trying to like keep multiple packs on just to like make this happen, and this will just take care of all of that. So I'm very excited about this.
Then, like I said, we are planning on having this in place by or on Saturday for prom. That should be around when we have everything set up for it. So that should be the first day that we have it in place. And then we'll see how that goes. And if you guys have any feedback, we might just send out a form and everything, see how you liked it that way. And we can go from there too.
Mm-hmm. And if we do decide to go with the music and paintings in that first one, just know at that restart later that night, those will come off and it will be just back to the normal pack without the
Yes.
music and paintings. It would be just so that you don't have to apply and then have an auto apply of the exact same pack, just 2 variations. And then we will make sure both variations are available to you guys for those that just want to download. All right, I know this is big because, not a lot of survival servers do this, but we're above and beyond. We just are. We go way out of our way to make these really cool packs for things. Oh, and the pack team. Yep, the pack team's already on that.
Yes.
The pack team will
Yeah, we're gonna
definitely
write
write
up
it out.
things for you
Mhm.
guys to like follow, tutorials and everything like that. Once we get the channels in place for the suggestions, we'll put some stuff in there so you guys know about that and how that'll work. So just keep an eye out for things. We'll let you know when any changes are made though.
Yep. And everything, and remember, this is a client side pack. So for some of you that do not like any of this, you're not into, having the disc look tie-dyed or, any of the kind of the Skade hoodies, the hoodies that we're all wearing and our little minis have on. If you don't want that stuff, you can just not apply the pack and you play a completely survival form. If you just want your textures adjusted, this is no different than you guys having some of the packs that you make that turns the warden into Evan and and makes our spins into rainbow. This is just giving you guys some of the ability to have these same things that you might be more like me, not very techie and not really able to do. So to me, having this just auto apply with just basics is really great. We will never change out blocks. So we think it's very important to continue to have the same vanilla experience as far as blocks look. We've had suggestions of things like changing leaves and other stuff, and we've decided not to go that route because I wouldn't want you to love the pack, but then it changes your trees and you don't like that. We would never do that. We're not going to actually change any of the actual blocks. So having this on, you will
With
still
the
have your
exception of
100%.
events.
Yeah, exactly. The exception of an event, and that would be only on for 24 hours. After that 24 hours, so like after the restart, after prom, then it'll go back to just those named items. And that's another thing too, is you'd have to have the actual item and the named item to see it. So you're not going to see every stick isn't going to look like a magic wand. It's only going to be if that stick is named the correct thing, and we can let you guys know how to get all that stuff. So all right. Anything else you want to add, BB?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, we will let you guys know. Will birthday packs be added? That's a question we've been kind of discussing.
Yes. So we have been thinking about that all week. So for right now, we are Peachy, am I allowed to like share all that information? Is that good with you? Let me check first with my boss. Yes, okay. So for those of you who have attended like a good chunk of the birthday parties, there are some players who have gotten special packs with special items and things like that. Like crowns and things that you can wear. We are planning on developing a special birthday crown or other special birthday items that we can use across all the birthday parties once we have the server pack in place. As far as like the other special items, we are still working on figuring out a good way to handle those. So like a good example would be like the butterflies from Riley's birthday party. We're trying to figure out a good way to make it so those are still kept kind of special. So stay tuned for that.
Yep. And and kind of like I mentioned too, you'd have to have it named a very specific item. So let's say you have something that's very specific for your birthday, and it'd have to be, you would have to know exactly what to name it. And some of that stuff may not be told, because if that player wants to keep their items very special to them and more private to them, we can make that happen. All right. Anything? All right. Does anyone have any questions about the pack? How this is going to work? What's going to be in it? Things like that. Real quickly before we go.
Yes, Dia, technically you can look inside the pack, but ideally with those birthday items and things like that, it will not be able to be made on your own. Like, you won't just be able to rename the item and it'll change the texture. We are going to be working on that. That is something we'll add.
We put a lot of time into it. The pack team has been working for quite a bit. In fact, they have a meeting today. So they're working hard to get you guys the textures you want, the things that you'd like. And yeah, very exciting. So very exciting. All right. Well, thank you, BB. I appreciate that. And that kind of concludes this part of Skater of the Month. So thank you guys for being here. We have a few really fun things ahead of us. Like I mentioned, we've got prom next week. We've got the drive-in the following week. And the week after that is Pride Start. So a lot of fun things are coming up. I know some of you guys are been really busy. I'm feeling it too. School, finals, stress, jobs. The tournament is rescheduled. You must not be in that channel. It's in June. If you look, it's on the calendar, or you have to look on the actual calendar. But